Yehova Svaot Elohim, Kadosh, Kadosh, Kadosh. Please fill me and lead me, and cover me and stir me, and speak through me with your Ruach HaKodesh, that I may speak your written words with boldness to those who listen. I ask all these things in Yeshua HaMashiach's name. Amen. We'll start with the Shema. Listen and obey. Children of Yehovah, pay careful attention and respond. Yehovah is our power and authority. Yehovah works in unity with himself, and you shall act upon your love to Yehovah with your power and authority, with your thoughts and mind, with your entire body, with all the muchness that you have. Yod, Hey, Vav, Hey. Hand, behold, now, behold. 1 Kings chapter 13. Just then, as Yeravam was standing by the altar to burn incense, a man of God came out of Yehuda, directed to Beit El by a word from Yehovah. And by the word from Yehovah, he cried out against the altar. Altar, altar, here is what Yehovah says. A son will be born to the house of David. His name will be Yeshayahu. And on you he will sacrifice the Kohanim of the high places who burn incense on you. They will burn human bones on you. That same day he also gave a sign. Here is the sign which Yehovah has decreed. The altar will be split apart. The ashes on it will be scattered about. When the king heard what the man of God said, how he denounced the altar in Beit El, Yeravam took his hand away from the altar and said, "Seize him!" But his hand, the one he had stretched out against him, shriveled up, so that he could not draw it back to himself. Also, the altar was split apart, and the ashes scattered from the altar, according to the sign which the man of God had given by the word of Yehovah. The king then responded to the man of God, "Ask now the favor of Yehovah your God," he said, "and pray for me that my hand will be restored to me." The man of God prayed to Yehovah, and the king's hand was restored to him and became as it had been before. The king then said to the man of God, "Come home with me and refresh yourself, and I will give you a reward." But the man of God replied to the king, "Even if you give me half of your household, I will not accept your hospitality, nor will I eat food or drink water in this place, for this is the order I received through the word of Yehovah. Don't eat food or drink water, and don't return by the road you took when you came." So he went another way and did not return by the road by which he had come to Beit El. Now there lived an old prophet in Beit El, and one of his sons came and told him all the things the man of God had done that day in Beit El. Also, they told their father what he had said to the king. Their father asked him, "Which way did he go?" For his sons had seen what road the man of God from Yehuda had taken, and then said to his sons, "Saddle the donkey for me." And they saddled the donkey for him, and, riding on it, he went after the man of God. He found him sitting under a pistachio tree and said to him, "Are you the man of God who came from Yehuda?" He answered, "I am." Then he said to him, "Come home with me and eat some food." He replied, "I cannot return with you or partake in your hospitality, nor will I eat food or drink water with you in this place, because it was said to me by the word of Yehovah, you are not to eat food or drink water there, and you are not to go back by the way you came." The other one said to him, "I too am a prophet, just like you, and angels spoke to me by the word of Yehovah and said, bring him back with you to your house so that he can eat food and drink water." But he was lying to him. So he went back with him and did eat food and drink water in his house. As they were sitting at the table, the word of Yehovah came to the prophet who had brought him back. And he cried to the man of God who had came from Yehuda, "Here is what Yehovah says. Since ye rebelled against the word of Yehovah and did not obey the mitzvot Yehovah your God gave you, but came back and ate food and drank water in the place where he warned you not to eat food or drink water, your corpse will not arrive at the tomb of your ancestors after he had eaten food and drank. He saddled the donkey for the prophet he had brought back. But after he had gone, a lion encountered the man of God on the road and killed him. His corpse lay there in the road, and the donkey and the lion standing next to it. In time, people passed by and saw the corpse lying on the road with the lion standing next to it, and they came and told about it to the city of the old prophet lived. When the prophet who had brought him back from the road heard about it, he said, "Is it the man of God who rebelled against the word of Yehova? This is why Yehova handed him over to the lion to tear him to pieces and kill him, in keeping with the word of Yehova spoke to him." To his sons he said, "Saddle the donkey for me." And they saddled it. He went and found his corpse lying in the road, with the donkey and the lion standing next to the corpse. The lion had neither eaten the corpse nor attacked the donkey. The prophet picked up the corpse of the man of God, laid it on the donkey, and brought it back to the city where he lived, to mourn and bury him. He laid the corpse in his own burial cave, and they mourned him. "Oh, my brother!" After burying him, he said to his sons, "When I die, put me in the burial cave where the man of God is buried. Lay my bones next to his bones. For the thing he cried by the word of Yehova against the altar of Bet El and against all the temples of the high places near the cities of Shamron will surely happen." After this, Yerovam did not turn back from his evil way, but continued appointing Kohanim for the high places from among the people. He consecrated anyone who wanted to be Kohen of the high places. This brought sin to the house of Yerovam that would eventually cut it off and destroy it from the face of the earth. How can we learn to love our Creator after reading this interesting chapter 13 of 1 Kings? We can proclaim the word of Yehova with boldness, encourage the anointed of Yehova, ask favor from Yehova, pray for others often, pray for restoration, obey the orders of Yehova found in his word, line up everything with the word of Yehova before you trust it. Obey the mitzvah of Yehova, our Elohim, has given us, found in his word. How can we love others as Yeshua loves us? We can proclaim the words of Yehova with boldness. Bear one another's burdens. We can pray for one another often. Produce spiritual fruit, love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, humility, and self-control. End with the Aaronic blessing using the name. Yehova will kneel before you presenting gifts, and he will guard you with a hedge of protection. Yehova will illuminate the wholeness of his being toward you, bringing order, and he will provide you with love, sustenance, and friendship. Yehova will lift up the wholeness of his being and look upon you and will set in place all you need to be whole and complete.